understand. But nobody does it like Thom Abraham.
Give us a call, Steve.
He's a northern-bred, southern-fed, slick-talking guy. Listeners in his posse are the junkyard dogs. The SEC from Tennessee to calling them hogs. From Gainesville up to Lexington to the Titan Tiger Land. Nobody does it like Thom Abraham.
I guess I'm on here. Am I on? Can somebody respond?
Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a truncated Reaction Monday here in the Doghouse. Allegedly, he says allegedly, there will be a baseball game this afternoon on the south side of Chicago between the 2-1 Atlanta Braves and the 0-3 Chicago White Sox. Now, I say allegedly because the weather is sketchy down there pretty good. I'm just going to tell you that right now because, you know, it makes a ton of sense for the Braves to open the season in Philadelphia and Chicago as opposed to maybe with, I don't know, 2 series at home in the warm climates of Atlanta. There's a 19% chance of rain at the beginning of the game. And then there's about a 100% chance of rain at 3 o'clock, so who knows? I didn't book any guests today because I figured we just had the first hour, the reaction hour together. But I didn't book anybody. So if something happens within this first hour and we find out that the game is postponed or delayed or something like that, I only got half a show for you. So we could be in trouble. I don't know that I could do a second hour that prepped. You know what I mean? I prepped a half a show today. We'll see how that works out. But I figured that whatever I did have, I'd want to leave open because I figured that you guys might want to discuss the huge story from over the weekend in these parts, which, of course, is that the Birmingham Stallions took down the Renegades in Arlington. And this is what it sounded like.
Bama throws the home run to Estrada. Run clock, 2-1, layup good, 1.9 to go. Tigers inbounded, clock hits 0, and let's get out of here and go to the Final Four.
Roll time! Okay, I guess maybe that wasn't the Stallions and the Renegades. That was the other story, I guess, right there, right? What an incredible night as the Tide took out Clemson to get to their first ever Final Four. The reward will be a date with the overall number 1 seed UConn, which appears to be on a mission. But you know what? Who knows? Who knows in the men's basketball? It's not like the women's basketball where we know. It's the men's basketball tournament. Who knows? Maybe after 20 years, the Tide will finally get their revenge on the Huskies, who took them out in that 2004 tourney in the Elite Eight. Might not be anybody on the Alabama team that was alive then, but that's not the point. You know what you've got to love about this Alabama team is, another night, another star. Against North Carolina, it was Grant Nelson. Grant Nelson was kind of quiet in this one, but Mark Sears was filling it up, going 50%, 7 of 14 from three-point range on his way to 23 points. And how about Nick Pringle, who had 11 boards and just tough play inside all night long? And then, remember Mo Diabate, who played so great to get them to the Sweet 16? He was the hero in round 2. He only played 1 minute against Clemson. They're like, no, we're good. We need it right now. It's just such a balanced group, and no one in the nation wants to see them win the Final Four now, the national championship now. There's only 5%, according to a recent poll, only 5% of basketball fans out there want Alabama to win the national championship. The fan favorite is the 11 seed North Carolina with their own round mound of rebound at DJ Burns, who is listed at 6'9", 275 pounds. And I'm here to tell you right now, that kid is a Twinkie shy at 320 all day long. 38% of respondents are pulling for the Wolfpack, who have not been to the Final Four since Jimmy V's championship team in '83. You think we'll hear much about that in the run-up to this weekend? Nonstop? How many times are we going to see Jimmy V running out on the court looking for somebody to hug right after the Wolfpack get the victory in 1983. 33% want Zach Edey and Purdue to win. That friggin' beast. 23% are pulling for UConn. And only 5% for the Tide. I'm not sure why. They're certainly a likable bunch. Do you think maybe it's a little bit of a Brandon Miller hangover from last year? Or do you think that this is, because they were really, the Brandon Miller thing reflected so poorly. Maybe, is it having anything to do with that? Or do you think it's just strictly, enough with Alabama already? They win all this football stuff, and now they're here in the basketball. I mean, it's a very likable group. We know one thing. Bruce Pearl can't pull for Alabama. Oh, he can't pull for Alabama. He did drop a Roll Tide in the past, which I have posted on my X feed. It was back when he was on TV before he was the Auburn coach. When he was on TV at the ESPN, he dropped a very emphatic Roll Tide. Go to my X feed, and you can hear that. He was asked on the Dan Patrick show this morning whether or not he was pulling for Alabama. He says, he goes, I can't pull for Alabama. I can't pull for Alabama. I can pull for the SEC, he said, but I can't pull for Alabama. Nice to have seen Tennessee win and get two SEC teams in there. Didn't happen. All right, lines are open, 256-576-4977. That'll get you in. So if you want to react, this is what you got. You have this hour. You have this first hour of the show to jump in and react to that or anything else that went on over the weekend. This is your time to react. Text window is available, 732-982-7469. That's 7329-TA-SHOW to make it easy for you. My X feed is at Thom Abraham Show. The station's feed is at 97.7 ESPN. We're on the Facebook at 97.7 ESPN. You'll find a link there to our YouTube channel, WZZN TV. You need to subscribe to that bad boy. Go to 97.7ESPN.com and get links to all of that stuff and get our apps as well so that you can get links to Zone 2, 3, 4, and 5 as well, all our alternate streaming channels for more great programming, and snag the Talk Radio WZZN app as well, because it's going to be another busy week of sports programming here at the Valley's only sports station. So you need these apps to follow it all. And those of you that are watching on WZZN today, you see today's helmet array here. In today's helmet array, it always has a theme, a little bit of a theme to it. Today's helmet array features this helmet of the Atlanta Legends. That is in honor of the Atlanta Braves playing today on our air right after the show. This is the Atlanta Legends Alliance of American Football helmet. I did a game there. They played in the Georgia State Stadium, which is the old Ted Turner Stadium. The one in the middle here, this is not a Grissom helmet. This is not a Clemson helmet, although it looks like the Clemson helmet. This is a Livonia Bulldogs helmet. That's the first place I coached high school football. Well, the only place I coached high school football before I went on to the college game. That's the only place I coached the high school football. That is the Livonia Bulldogs helmet, where I coached when I was 26 years old. And then this one here, it's Monday. So this is the Monday Night Football helmet. This Monday Night Football helmet is it's pretty nice. This is from, when was this? 2007, 2008, something like that. It was the Titans and the Colts were playing. And I was on Sports Center doing the, talking head thing before the game. I was on the field at Sports Center doing the talking head thing. We had a little luncheon with all the ESPN and ABC people. And this helmet here, you can't see it. Maybe you could see a little bit of black on there because it's Monday. Maybe you can see it. Maybe you can't. I don't know. But this helmet is signed by Hank Williams Jr. Hank Williams Jr. signed that bad boy for me at a luncheon beforehand for the ABC and ESPN people. So that's today's helmet array. Grizz was taking a phone call, so he didn't. Grizz, this is Atlanta Legends. This is in honor of the Braves playing today. So that's what that helmet is there, if you're wondering what that helmet is. Speaking of Grizz, he's playing the Platters That Matter, the Stacks of Wax. He's answering the phones. He's keeping us on the air. And, of course, he is looking forward to the Braves game starting at 1 o'clock until they get rained out.
Who in the blue hell are you? What is your name? It doesn't matter what your name is.
I'm the producer of this show. If I didn't step up, you're nowhere. I put this thing together out of spit and polish.
I think this is one of the traits of a really good producer. Keep the talent happy.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
That Tom? Hey, Tom.
Testosterone high today. Testosterone, whatever the it is.
It really doesn't matter what you think. It really doesn't matter what you say.
Any of you play sports?
Grizz, did you think of all the Alabama teams that you've been able to see in your lifetime, and since Nate Oates has been in there coaching, did you think of all of the teams, this team, the one where he had to replace his entire coaching staff, the one where he's got 9 new players on the team, the one where he's got the kid from, Florence who wasn't good enough to go play in the SEC right off the bat out of Florence, Muscle Shoals, it's over there, you know what I mean?
West.
That kid from over there, from West Alabama, and the kid from North Dakota State who's translucent, and the transfer from here and the transfer from there. Did you think it would be this team that would go to the Final Four for the first time in the history of the Crimson Tide?
No, you would have thought it would have been a Brandon Miller, whoever that is. You would have thought it would have been a Brandon Miller-led team or a Broken Hand Herb Jones-led team or, one of these great teams of the past that are just like, are these the best Alabama teams we've ever seen? And then all of a sudden here we've got this team who, we all in the studio, probably all of North Alabama could say that listens to this radio station probably thought Alabama was at least going to make it past the Sweet 16, possibly the Elite Eight.
Maybe. Remember, they were never a top 10 team. All season long. This isn't like they were a 1 seed a year ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were not. This is not the team that was supposed to go. The team that was the 1 seed was supposed to go, not the 4 seed. A bunch of the misfits and mutts. That's
just a talented team that you thought earlier in the season. Yes, coming into the season, yes, you probably would have thought, oh, this would have been a great. And the way that they were leading the SEC, in between the season. I don't think
anybody felt like they were great at the beginning of the year, right? Were they? Were they picked 4th, 5th in the SEC? I don't think anybody thought
Nate
this
said
was
they
a
were
great
picked
team.
5th in the SEC, I believe. Yeah. But if you look at it, it's like a talented roster that if they got it right, it would have made sense. It would have been a really good tournament roster, and it seems that way.
Yeah.
You got Jaron Stevenson, who should have gone to North Carolina, and he's out here, throwing up 19 on the bench. The kid's a freshman, and he's showing up, and if Rylan Griffin's not scoring, you have a problem. And outside of what they've got, Mark Sears, Grant Nelson, somebody's going to go off, and it just seems
it's always a different. That's the thing is it's always. It's amazing how many different guys.
Yeah.
Have contributed to this. It's not.
Pringle
like,
is like playing. He is a stud. if he's playing basketball, if he's not in his head,
this game,
he looks like an absolute stud out there.
Yeah, and like you say, this time off the bench it was Stevenson. A couple games ago off the bench it was Diabate. You know what I mean? It's just you don't know who's going to
key free
what you're
throws
get out of these guys.
Key free throws in crunch time, and it's young guys doing it. Young guys that you thought they're just not there yet. Maybe they have one more season, and maybe they'll get it.
Yeah. Pringle was 8 of 13, but from the free throw line, Nelson 4 of 5. Mark Sears didn't take a free throw. But he poured in 50% of his 3-point shots. It's just fascinating. It's just fascinating. Do you know what also is fascinating is that Kramer would call the text line. Now Kramer texts a lot.
He did call, but then he left. So
yeah, he called the text line. Then he called the call-in line, and then he waited for a minute.
Yeah, it was
and
about.
I didn't get to him quick. About a minute. And then he 65 seconds he waited for, and then that's it.
I think I talked to him on the phone longer than he waited.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
I could see that. Well,
actually, I think that's him. I think this is him. Hold on.
He's got things to do, apparently. He's got, people to meet and stuff to do. He's Kramer. When you're Kramer, you got stuff to do. Kramer, stop calling the text line and stop hanging up when you call the show.
Hey, are you there?
I'm here. Are you there?
No, yeah. So it just kept ringing. The show line kept ringing. I didn't hear you, and then when I heard Grizz talking, I heard the phone in the background, and I said that must be me. So I hung up.
Yeah.
I didn't want to bother him.
It's probably
us.
It was probably us. A couple of people have been saying that. I don't get it.
It's because you're more used to texting than calling. So what's going on, Chris?
Oh, yeah.
They're saying that the call.
It's doing the same thing it was doing before, where if I don't double tap the button, and we know behind the scenes some of the guys that call in know what I'm talking about.
Got to go for the double tap.
Got to go for the double tap, and it puts you right through. Something's going on again. Okay. Now I have talked to C Spire, so don't get on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on you anyway, but yeah, get that.
But
fixed.
the text line is number one on my phone, so I did accidentally click that. But I was hoping I hit end call before it went through.
No, it came through.
So
you didn't leave a message, but it came through.
Yeah, I didn't really have much except to say this whole Alabama to the Final Four is my fault. It's my fault, or I should get some rewards for this.
Did you take them off? Did you have them in there and you took them off, or what?
Yeah. No, well, I picked. So this is what my saying is. It's not dog law because I clearly didn't do it, and I know dog laws. You follow that to a T, right?
Yes,
well,
absolutely.
I say you should ride and die with your team, no matter what. Just ride and die with your team. I always say that. I'm a Bills fan. I always ride and die with them. But I dropped Alabama, I think, in the Sweet 16. I had them going out, but I picked Auburn to the Final Four. Their arch rival. I thought Auburn might get there, right? So by picking Auburn to the Final Four, dropping Alabama in the Sweet 16 or the round of 32, I had to go look at my bracket. I stopped looking at it a long time ago. I really gave Alabama the good fortune of making it to the Final Four, like reverse sort of psychology.
Thing. I had Auburn to the Final Four, and I had Alabama getting beat by North Carolina in the Sweet 16, and I had North Carolina winning it all. I was after the first weekend of the first round. Okay, after Thursday and Friday, the very first round, I was third in our contest. I am almost DFL right now. If it wasn't for Scott Tyson, Scott Tyson and I are tied pretty much near the bottom of the heap. I mean, I'm beating maybe 20 guys is all. I mean, it's unbelievable. Grizz is beaten. Grizz had the stupidest looking bracket I've ever seen in my life. Grizz had 3 15s beating 2s. That's right. Am I lying, Grizz?
Yeah, that was right. That was Grizz right. Thanks, Western Kentucky, who was up by 9.
He had 3 15s beating 2s. It was the dumbest bracket I've ever seen in my life.
Outside of Bandy's.
He beat me. Bandy's got the best score in the whole of all of us.
Yeah, because he banked on Tennessee and Alabama, yeah.
Yeah, so good job by him. I mean, got to give him credit. He's only 122nd. Me, on the other hand, is 173rd, and Grizz is like 163rd. I'm done. I mean, I got nothing left. Nobody's left for me.
162nd.
Yeah, Grizz is 162. Grizz beat me. He would have the dumbest looking
Creighton for the win
I've ever seen in my life. He beat me. No.
Yeah, so I think we deserve some credit there. I think Alabama, we should definitely get some props, But
listen,
so
Kramer,
from basketball, football.
Kramer, it doesn't matter. You know why it doesn't matter? Forget about the football. Forget about the basketball. Forget about tonight's WNBA. How about the Yankees going into Houston
that's what I was about,
and taking
exactly. That's what I was about to bring up.
Straight from the Houston Astros. They're unbelievable. I mean, they're 162-0, man, they're going.
That's what I'm saying. That was my next topic. I'm like, this is going to be a fun year if it's like this first series. It's going to be a fun summer. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Can somebody pay Juan Soto now, please? I tweeted last night, pay him before he gets on the plane. Will you please pay that? Figure out a way to pay that dude, because let me tell you what, you think Ohtani got paid? If this kid is playing like this, because he's like a full player, he plays in the field, he plays in the bat. if this kid's going to play like this, he's going to break Ohtani's record for the biggest contract next year. I mean, it's going to be out of control.
He should have been in New York last year. He should have been there last year. But better late than never. Let's get him rolling. He's looking good. I'm enjoying it, and it's going to be a fun season with the Braves and the Yankees both having good teams. Hopefully, I know it's just one series, but this is going to be a fun spring and fun summer.
No, we got to overreact. I don't care if it's one series. I mean, it's clear that the Yankees, this is the best Yankee team since 27 Murderers Row. I mean, let's go. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Since 98 was pretty good, right? What was the team that won 121 games or something like that when it was all said and done? They had I think it was the 98 team that was just crazy good. 98 or 99, 98. I think it was 98. They were ridiculous, but
true.
Yeah, well,
and it's probably a good thing we missed out on the Yamamoto sweepstakes because that guy looks like a bum, right? He's got like 70 ERA. You know, no,
I don't want to stinking Yamamoto. I don't need that. Don't need that bum. Yeah. You know what? You know what the key?
Right.
Let me tell you something. You know what the key is? Heel going today. This is going to be the key tonight. You watch this guy Heel pitching tonight. This is the kid that's coming out of their own system that's had a brilliant spring. If this kid in the 5-hole, if this kid pitches well, they might have something. In all seriousness, they might have something.
All right, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to make sure I sit down and watch that tonight. So, all right, big dog. Yeah. Well, hey, I better get back to work. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.
Appreciate you. Yeah, 98, Grizz, right? So Grizz says they won 114 and 48 in 98. And then I think they went, did they go 11-1 to win the World Series? I think that year they lost one game in the postseason. I know they swept the World Series from the San Diego Padres, I believe. But I think they were 11-1. Maybe they didn't lose a game. They either went through the whole thing or they lost one game. I don't know. I'm just making it up in my head. We think of great teams. At least I did pull it out of my head that it was 98.
Yeah, 4-2 in the series.
4-2 in which series?
Let's see. Hold on.
The ALCS?
I think so. Hold on.
Yeah, they would have gone right to ALCS. So 4-2, and then so 8-2. So they won the ALCS 4-2, and then they swept the Padres, right? Was it the Padres? I think they swept the Padres in the 98 World Series. That's what I'm going to say. That's the way I'm going to remember it.
I don't know why.
I got it.
It only has it till like. That was weird. I don't know why it only had it till there.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. All right, we're going to break. When we come back, Redneck Romeo is up. You can jump in line behind him. He'll be good. And maybe the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me that I can remember happened to me on Saturday. I'll explain. 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
You're listening to the Thom Abraham Show on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
This is Brent Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Unlike other credit cards that decline sports betting transactions or treat them as a cash advance, the GBank Visa Signature Card can load directly to your favorite sportsbook apps. G.bank/VSiN.
NCAA Men's Hoops. Elite 8 action on Saturday. Top seed UConn beat 3rd seed Illinois 77-52 in the East Regional. In the West Regional, 4th seed Alabama beat 6th seed Clemson 89-82. Sunday, top seed Purdue beat 2nd seed Tennessee 72-66 in the Midwest Regional. In the South Region, big win for 11th seed NC State 76-64 over 4th seed Duke. The Final Four this coming Saturday in Glendale, Arizona. It's Purdue against NC State and UConn battling Alabama. Connecticut now minus 190 to win the national title. Purdue plus 205. Get the latest lines and more at vsin.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Minimum purchase required. Interest accrues from date of purchase but is waived if paid within promotional period. Go to windowappointmentnow.com for full offer details.
Attention all homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows? Feeling too hot or cold? Fog between the glass? Spending too much on expensive energy that literally goes out the window? It's definitely time to replace. If you've put off replacing windows in your home because it's too expensive, here's great news. You can now get a free in-home window consultation and free price quote from Renewal Normal by Andersen. And right now you could buy one window or door and get one 40% off. Just text FRONT to 200-300 for your free consultation on top quality affordable windows or patio doors for $0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for a year. That's right, you don't pay a dime for an entire year. Plus, buy one window or door and get one 40% off. And right now, save an extra $200 off your entire purchase. Text FRONT to 200-300 right now. Text FRONT to 200-300. Don't wait. Text the word FRONT to 200-300. Text FRONT to 200-300.
By now, you know about Eagle Masonry and Insulation, and maybe you know that Eagle also does landscaping and dirt work. But how about after paint work? Shower doors, shelving, and mirrors, all taken care of by Eagle, the same Eagle that takes care of all your masonry, insulation, and landscaping needs. Eagle brings the same level of expertise to all these disciplines, and they're ready to provide you with a free quote. The website is the same, insulatewitheagle.com, as is the phone number, 256-755-1556. Give them a call and see what Eagle can do for you. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money.
Are you tired of power outages disrupting your life? It's time for a Generac standby generator from Current Electrical. Storms may rage outside, but inside your family's powered up. So why choose Current Electrical for your generator needs? 1, we offer a wide range of models to suit every budgeted energy requirement. 2, our project managers handle every step of the process: power, gas, permitting, and inspections. 3, our certified technicians install your generator with precision, ensuring peace of mind. Don't wait for the next blackout. Call 256-880-1880 or visit us online at GenSuperstore.com.
Hi, my name is Dan Aldridge. I'm here to let you know about the Aldridge Law Firm and the soon-to-be-announced Legal Town Center. I've been practicing law in Alabama since 1984, and I also practice in Tennessee. And I'm from North Alabama, and I'm here to represent you and take care of your legal needs. For many of us, hiring an attorney is not high on the priority list, and maybe a little scary. But it's something that we all need at some point. So by all means, do your homework. And if you need representation for car accident, wrongful death, medical malpractice, nursing home abuse, or estate planning, or any other matter, just give us a call at 256-534-3188. And you can email me at Dan, that is Dan at danaldridgelaw.com. Dan at danaldridgelaw.com. God bless America.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
For the first time ever,
Roll Tide!
The Tide are rolling to the Final Four.
Oh, yeah!
It's the Crimson Tide and the Yukon Huskies, live from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
And let's get out of here and go to the Final Four!
Tune in this Saturday for this historic game. Our coverage begins at 6:30 on your home for Alabama basketball. The Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
The best in local sports talk from the 256. We are local.
When you're number one, you don't have to worry.
We are award-winning. Thank you for listening. 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
You'll be set for life.
Show. This segment brought to you by the service department at Woody Anderson Ford. It can take care of your Ford or any other vehicle. If it is a Ford, they'll use the genuine Ford and Motorcraft parts, and that goes for the tire rotation, the wheel alignment, the brake job, the oil change, the engine tune-up, the tranny work. They'll do it all at the service department in the Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center. Even the body work they can do for you as well. Got a great body shop down there. And don't forget the certified gold pre-owned vehicles, the new inventory. It's all at the corner of Sparkman and Jordan Lane. It's Woody Anderson Ford, the only place I've gone to in the Tennessee Valley since 2004. My place. It's Woody Anderson Ford. All right, phone lines are open 256-576-4977. Embarrassing story or callers. Embarrassing story or callers. Let me knock the callers out. Grizz, don't let me get out of here without the embarrassing story.
Roger that.
Redneck Romeo is up. Redneck Romeo, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. You want to embarrass?
I have an embarrassing story, but that's a whole nother story. But I'm deferring to you. Yeah. Now he's gone. You there, Romeo? You're breaking up. That was going to be a decent call, too, I think, Grizz.
Hey, are you still there?
Yeah, now you're back. Now we can hear you. Go ahead.
All right. I'll give you an embarrassing story. I had to eat a bunch of crow this weekend.
Okay.
My daughter is winning y'all's bracket challenge.
Get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me check this here. Let me go to the top of the list here and see who's winning this thing. So your daughter is, was it G Muse? Is that her?
Huh?
G Muse 13?
Ashlyn.
Well, what's her name on her thing? What's her
on the bracket?
In the bracket,
Got
what's her name?
Alabama signed beside her name and ASHLYN.
Well, I'll tell you what, Grizz. We have a problem because we had this situation with David Moulton. Somehow there's another group.
This is beyond me.
It happened again.
This
I don't
is
know how we
me.
can get rid of the old groups. There's another, because right now I'm showing that G Muse is leading.
Yeah.
With a potential 410 points. He's got 930 right now. How many points does she have?
She had 560, and AD was behind her or something like that, and he had 490.
I need you to do me a favor. You could help us out, Redneck Romeo. I need you to go to her list, or whatever that list is, and you got to tell me what the name of that group is so that we know. Because the name of the group that most of the people are in are the 97.7 ESPN Bracket Challenge presented by Tillman Heating and Air.
Oh, she does. Okay.
What is she in?
She is in 97.7 ESPN The Zone Challenge.
What, Grizz, how do we get rid of that thing? This keeps happening every year. 97
I don't know because I have it on my same ESPN account, and there's nothing on there. I don't have any other brackets up. I don't have any other groups up. And I have the same group as last year. Because I got confused. Because I joined the same group as a friend that had his open from the same year, too, and I never got invited, so I don't know how.
Well, this group is alive. I mean, there is no doubt that this group is out there.
I never made that group, so I don't know.
You don't think in years past that was a group we made?
I mean, probably, but not by me. But I don't know what to do from there. I think we've talked about this before, like where we've tried to delete other
97
groups.
Wait a minute. Give it to me. 97.7 what?
ESPN The Zone.
ESPN The Zone. I get no results. It's crazy. I get no, yeah.
I'll tell you what I'll do. When I get off the phone, I will send it to you.
No, there is a ESPN 97.7 HSV, and Ashlyn is winning that.
And 90. That's the one. Yeah. Okay, so that's the one, Grizz. That's the same one that we had this confusion with last year. What is it called, Grizz?
I don't think this is the same one.
ESPN
97.7 Huntsville.
97.
Only has 25 people in it.
HSV or something, or just Huntsville?
HSV.
Yeah, this is the same one that caused us problems last year with 25 people in it. And Ashlyn is leading that one. Now, okay, so now at least we know what the two are, so we can go there to check it, but she's not leading. She's 930 is leading. She's got 840.
Oh, she's a long way off. But she does have Alabama picked to win the championship.
She does. Yeah, she does.
Her max is 1480.
Yeah, and so and the max, what's the max in the group that is the proper group? I think that's 14 something. He's got Alabama too, I believe. But it's a different. It's around 1440 or something like that. The max in that one.
She was wearing me out this weekend about being in front.
Well, let's see.
So,
no, she's the max.
What's the max?
1410 for the guy at the top.
Right.
Her
and
max
he's
is
got Alabama
1480.
winning too. So she has a chance to win.
Right.
But she is not leading right now, but she does have a chance to win. I wonder who she's got Alabama beating in the final.
Let me look at his.
Oh, yeah, she's got Alabama winning the whole tournament.
Yeah. Well, so does he, but who does she have
He has
Alabama beating?
Alabama over UConn, and his other one was Tennessee over UK, so he got that one wrong. But he's got Alabama over UConn.
So he's got Alabama winning the national championship over somebody, but it's not the right thing. So she has a chance. See, I'm seeing Redneck Romeo's bracket now too. He's 16 out of 25 in that other group.
Yeah, I've been smiling at Burns when Creighton lost this weekend.
Yeah,
I didn't do good. And I've heard about it all weekend.
Yeah. All right.
All
right. Good enough. We'll track this one side by each. And Grizz, here's the funny thing. This one doesn't have David Moulton in there either.
And see, I saw him make his account because when I made the group, I saw whatever
he
Moulton.
Said he went in,
Florida Moulton. Yeah.
Right. He said he used the link. So here's my question. Here's my question to you.
Yeah.
When this tournament is over, can we not go into the settings and end this group so we don't have this confusion?
I think it's ended. Like, I don't have another group. I don't know what that other group is. Like,
well,
that's not the
right
group.
There. It's ESPN 97.7 in Huntsville.
But that's not the group we made last year, though.
I know that, but every year we have some people that go in this.
I don't understand. I think someone's making an account. I can't stop somebody from making an account and doing that.
No. Yeah,
that's not the account we made, though.
Maybe not last year, but some point in time, because this has been around for a while. This one's been around for a minute.
I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it was made before I started here.
No, it could have been.
It was made when I started here, and it's not me that made the account. And I don't know.
I'm not saying it was. I
understand.
I don't know how we get rid of it.
But that's it. Like, we'll see next year if anyone goes into the talent heating and air bracket from 2024, But there's not going to be one because I don't think it's going to carry over.
It'll be the same. Next year should say the same thing. The thing is that the most important thing is that people have to go in the one that we send you to, the one that we give you the link for.
See, like, I got invited by my buddy, and I don't even know how I got in because I guess his carries over because mine didn't carry over. I got carried over in a buddy's group, and I never made any picks.
Yeah.
So
what people need to do is they need to just sign up for the one that we give them the link to. But sometimes they don't. They just go looking. And then you've got a situation like Wolverine Dan where I'm not sure what's going on there because there are multiple Wolverine Dans on our list. And I can't believe we have multiple Wolverine Dan people, But there are multiple Natty Danny, and none of these are Natty Danny. They're all Wolverine Dans. How many times did you join this list?
How many times I got to tell you? I didn't have nothing to do with it, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's get that straight now. Your dilemma, why don't you just say in bold lettering and say this is the only official Thom Abraham bracket challenge, period.
We do. I mean, we do, but here's the thing. What happens is some people, they'll get home, they're riding around in their car, they get home and they just search. Instead of going to our social media and clicking on the link, they'll just go ahead and search, and they'll start looking for ESPN 97.7 Huntsville, and that's what they find, and it pops up.
Well, okay, so when you say search, this is the only thing you need to search in your statement on the computer saying this got to go to Thom Abraham, blah, blah, blah. There you go. Oh, anyway, so first off, congratulations, Alabama. Hey, listen, Michigan is making the Final Four. They made the Final Four, Tom.
You talking about the Michigan Panthers, your UFL football team? What are you talking about?
No. Hockey, baby.
Oh, no, are they in the Frozen Four?
The Frozen, they are. So there you go, Tom.
There you go.
Okay, great. Some greatness does happen twice. Okay? So congratulations for Alabama. Well deserved. You guys got a good, favorable bracket. Yep, the first two games were, they're the toughest competitors, but you proved yourself against North Carolina, a real good team. I'm happy for you. I'm proud for you. But now you got to play the big boys. No, I mean, Connecticut, what I want to see Connecticut, and I want to see Purdue, because I want to see the two big boys.
Yeah.
I want the 7'2", 280 from Connecticut, and then I want the 7'4", probably over 300 pounds.
No, he's
I want
not
to
7'4".
see that.
He's
That's what everybody wants to see, Tom. They want to see that.
He's 6'9". I mean, he's 6'9". He's listed at 275, but I'm telling you, the kid is a tic-tac shy at 320.
No. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the guy from Connecticut, 7'2".
Oh, Connecticut. I thought you were talking about the North Carolina State kid.
No.
So you're talking about Connecticut and Purdue,
yeah. 7'2".
Yeah.
And then against Edie 7'4", and he's got about 40 pounds on the guy from Connecticut. That's what you want to see. You want to see the two big monsters like Godzilla and King Kong.
Yeah.
Unless
you're an Alabama fan, then you want to see Alabama and North Carolina State. And that's
I really don't.
You don't. I'm saying, but apparently most of the country doesn't. Most of the country wants to see. They want to see NC State and Connecticut.
What?
That's what the country is voting on. The country, the team that everybody is, because everybody loves an underdog. The team that most of the country wants is NC State. Plus, they took out Duke, and Duke is like Alabama. They're hated unless they're loved. You know what I mean? So that was why they want to take them out.
Look you know what? I like to see the big boys. Back in the day when professional basketball, you had Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Bill Russell. You had Wilt Chamberlain. Those are the big guys. Those are the guys you want to see. And this game coming up with Connecticut and against Purdue, which I think that's going to be your final, you're going to have two big guys. It's going to be epic. That's what you want to see. You want to see it's the Goliath clash.
Yeah.
That's just unbelievable. Don't you want to see that?
No, I want to see Alabama.
Oh, jeez, Tom.
I mean, why wouldn't I want to see Alabama?
Off. It's
well,
reality,
but I mean,
Tom. You ain't going to make it. Come on.
Yeah, well, probably not. But the point is that it's good for the show. I mean, I'd love to have a Championship Monday show.
I'll give you that.
Oh, you know what I mean? A week from today, I could have a Championship Monday show with Alabama in the national championship. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, that's I see your angle. But you must admit you want to see the two big boys, don't you?
Well,
really?
I mean, I'll watch it, but yeah.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Are you gonna watch tonight between the LSU chicks and the the rematch between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese?
What kind of question's that?
I mean, this could be Bird and Magic. This is the chicks version of Bird and Magic.
It's called Hell No.
Okay.
Ain't no way. Bird and Magic. Come on, Indiana State versus Michigan State. That's
I know that, but I'm just saying this is the chick version of Bird and Magic. These two. This is a big rivalry thing. All right, Wolverine Dan.
No, I'll see it.
Appreciate you. By the way, I have never seen in the Final Four two lines that were this big. Connecticut is a 10.5, 11.5 point favorite, 12 in some places over Alabama, and Purdue is a 9.5 point favorite over NC State. We don't see these kind of lines. Bama Brad is next. Bama Brad, welcome to the show. How are you? All right, Bama Brad, jump in there. All right, he's not jumping in there. Not sure what the gig is.
We're having some issues because I think Grumpy went away because he probably had the same ringing issue. I wonder if we're having we're not having internet issues. I wonder if we're having internet to phone issues.
I don't know.
But I know Bama, try it one more time.
Bama Brad, you there?
Yeah, are you there?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. What's going on?
Oh, man, I had to call in. Was that Wolverine Dan just on the phone talking about the draw that Alabama got to get to where they're at right now? Does he not remember football last year with Michigan? They played the blind school, the deaf school to make it to the championship game, and he's got the nerve to call in and call out Alabama.
Well, no, to get to the championship game, they had to beat Alabama, and then they had to beat Ohio State and Alabama. But up until that point, they played 9 blind mice, and then they started playing a couple of real games at the end of their schedule.
Yeah. So how dare him call out Alabama, get an easy draw to make it to the championship game?
Well, they didn't have an easy draw. I mean, come on. I mean, when you beat North Carolina, and Clemson was good. Clemson was the team that took out Arizona. So, no, there was not an easy draw.
Yeah. But I think we got a shot. I mean, I think this might turn out to be a Cinderella team.
I don't know, 10.5, 11 points. Man, that's a big line. Connecticut has just been a machine. They're not beating people. They're destroying people. I mean, this would be a monumental thing.
But they had a lot of close games against, of course, I know you play up to the competition, but they had a lot of close games this year. They're, against inferior teams. So,
but they're peaking.
I don't know.
Now.
I think we had a chance. We hit the three. We get hot on the three, and we stay out of foul trouble. We got.
That's always the thing, and they got to continue. They got to play big inside against their big guy, which is not the strength of Alabama. Although they've been doing
is inside.
Yeah, they've been doing it lately.
Rebounding.
Yeah, they've been doing it lately. But can you do it against that guy?
Yep. Yep. Well, we'll see. I'm thankful that they're where they're at. So whatever it is good from here.
All right, man. Appreciate you,
Brad. I told Chad, Wolverine Dan with his bracket, he don't have a clue what he's got in the bracket because Wolverine Ginger filled that out for him. So.
I think so. He's got Purdue.
I know, and there's a Wolverine Dan 9, which is doing good, and there's a regular Wolverine Dan that's doing not so good. So I think the Wolverine 9 might be Wolverine Ginger.
Yeah, and then there's a Danny. So you got Danny, Wolverine Dan. You got 2 Wolverine Dans and a Danny in there. He's got multiple ones in there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I told Chad I ended up with 2. It was by accident. I think the first one, I didn't think it went through, but I think it actually went into just the regular ESPN bracket. And then I filled out another one, and it went into the 97.7.
Because I wonder if the invite expires. And then some people, when they click on it over time or something like that, it goes to
I don't think it would. Not from the beginning.
I don't know. I don't know how it works because, I'm literally looking at the last year's bracket, and it's locked, and there's nobody in it. And so next year, I'll unlock this bracket. It should be 0 again, and everybody should be able to join. So.
Well, I don't have to worry about it because I don't got a chance of winning either one. I stink in both brackets. So.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, y'all have a good day.
All right. Appreciate you. Let's grab a break. When we come back, embarrassing story to close out the show. 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Hey folks, Bob Baumhauer here. We're extremely proud that Baumhauer's Victory Grill has been serving Alabama for 43 legendary years. Our motto is legendary fun, legendary food, and we strive to make every dining experience a special one for all of our guests. Our menu features delicious, always fresh and scratch-made in-house recipes. And of course, our award-winning wings and sauces. And don't forget, our happy hour and halftime daily specials cannot be beat. Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Legendary fun, legendary food.
From heirloom diamonds to contemporary jewels, Loring & Company is the place to find something truly special. Whether shopping for a diamond ring for that once-in-a-lifetime occasion or marking a milestone birthday or personal achievement with a Rolex watch, you'll find just the thing in our edit of the world's most sought-after brands, including David Yurman, Roberto Coin, Marco Bicego, and Fopay. Expect a treasure trove of the world's most unique, even breathtaking earrings, rings, necklaces, and bracelets, making choosing just one piece a challenge in itself. Loring & Company Jewelers on Airport Road.
Isn't the story of the prodigal son an amazing story? Basically, a rowdy boy who literally wished his father dead ran away and consumed his wealth with hard and fast living. Yet the father looked for his return every day, and when the boy got tired of eating pig slop, he decided to return. What did the father do? As soon as he saw that boy, he ran to him, threw his arms around him, and killed the fatted calf for a great celebration. Hey, I'm John Dees, pastor of the Cross Point Church. If you're looking for a church home, come see us, smack dab across the street from the YMCA in Madison.
AL cert number 21014.
Are those high utility bills driving you crazy this time of year? If they are, Talent Heating and Air has the special for you.
That's right. We're going to run a $49 spring checkup on your system. We're going to come out, we're going to check those heat kits, make sure that everything was working through the winter right, and then we're going to also make sure your Freon's good, make sure that you're ready for the summertime.
How important is that to be done this time of year?
It's really the most important time of the year. We can avoid safety concerns caused by wintertime use, and then we can also make sure that you're ready for the summertime.
And to get ready for the summertime, you just got to call
256-503-4490.
Or you can find them online at
talenthvac.com.
That's Talent Heating and Air. One more time.
256-503-4490.
Talent Heating and Air. Let them save you money.
No payments for 90 days on 23 and 24 models. Financing as low as 0% and the best deals of the year on America's best-selling truck for 47 years in a row. Hi, folks. Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford, and I'm here to tell you it's Truck Month. The best deals on F-150, Explorer, Bronco, Edge, Bronco Sport, and Escape. During Truck Month, get financing as low as 1.9% for up to 72 months on 2023 F-150 Crew Cabs, and lease payments as low as $375 a month. That's a 36-month lease with $62.82 due at signing, 0 security deposit, just tax tag title, and your good credit. Offer ends 4/2/24. Call 539-9441 for complete details. At Woody Anderson Ford, we have over 40 Bronco Sports and nearly 50 Explorers and about a dozen full-size Broncos, all with great sales incentives and no payment for 90 days. Truck Month only happens once a year. Woody Anderson Ford, hope to see you soon.
Valley Equipment Rental has grown by leaps and bounds over the past year and is adding more and more equipment to their already impressive fleet. Valley is a locally owned family equipment rental business serving the entire Tennessee Valley. They concentrate on the local contractors, building repeat business and specializing in long-term rentals for their local contractors. The benefit of long-term rental is that they stay on top of their assets. If something you own goes down in the field, you have to stop and fix it before you can finish the job. With Valley Equipment Rental, they will fix it on site or bring you another machine while that one's being fixed. More importantly, Valley is locally owned and operated, which means when you have an issue, you can get someone on it right away, right here in the Valley. Heck, ask for Ross Roberts, the owner, if you like. Try calling one of the big box national outlets and asking for the owner. That's if you can even get through the automation. Buy local. Buy Valley Equipment Rental. Valley Equipment Rental has 2 locations, one on the North and South Parkway. Learn more at valleyequipmentrents.com.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. If you've been injured and need a lawyer right now, do you know who you really get?
I'm attorney Jennifer Lackey. You want to talk to your lawyer. My clients talk to me.
And me. I'm attorney Justin Lackey. We're the ones that you talk to.
And we're the ones who handle your personal injury case.
And we'll take care of it.
The Lackey Law Firm. 1-800-4RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
SportsMed is the official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. And if the pros trust SportsMed, you can too. SportsMed provides every service you might need for complete orthopedic care, specializing in orthopedic surgery, sports medicine, joint replacement, spine surgery, neurosurgery, and podiatry. And they offer their own brace shop, in-house full-body MRI, physical therapy, walk-in clinic, and so much more. 4 locations and on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Emily Owen. For this Monday night, expected cloudy sky. Low temperatures will be falling into the mid and upper 60s for the overnight. Looking ahead into your Tuesday, rain and a few thunderstorms going to be possible. Some of these storms could be on the strong side. High temperatures going to be topping out in the upper 70s for the afternoon. We could also see wind gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. I'm Fox 54 meteorologist Emily Owen on your home for ESPN Radio 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
I want to thank you. Thank you for making us your #1 choice for sports talk in North Alabama.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
The 2 most dangerous people in our bracket challenge, the real one, some dude by the name of B. Smith is in 4th. He's got Connecticut over Purdue in the national championship game. He wins if it's Connecticut over Purdue, and I Don't Watch Basketball is in 5th place. They have got Purdue over, actually, that could come down to a tie. They've got Purdue over Connecticut, and so does Eddie is Ugly. He's got Purdue over Connecticut. So the people who have Purdue over Connecticut or Connecticut over Purdue, that's most likely. Those 2 teams are big favorites. I mean, 10, 12-point favorites. Big favorites. All right. Embarrassing story. So, Grizz, Saturday, I hit the lake, right? We got the big tournament, the big Tim's Ford Bass Classic coming up on Saturday at Tim's Ford Lake during a massive cold front. It's going to be 35 degrees in the morning when we launch. Going up to 52, 53 degrees. It's going to be absolutely miserable. Clear blue skies and 16-mile-an-hour wind. You could not have a worse day for fishing next Saturday for the tournament.
Gross.
In any event, this past Saturday, I decided to do a little practicing, check some spots. So I get to one of my spots, and I catch, and this spot is way away from the ramp. I mean, it's about as far away from the ramp as you can get. Well, I'm not going to tell you what my spot is because people in there going to be fishing in the tournament maybe. So I catch one on a jig, I catch one on a jerkbait, and one on a crankbait. In 8 casts, I catch 3 keepers, about 16 inches. Now, I don't know that the winning fish are there. There's 10 pounds in there probably of fish, and I need 18 pounds to win and probably 14 pounds to get a check. But anyway, I come out of that spot, and I'm going to check some bigger bass spots. So when I pulled into that spot, my gas gauge said a quarter of a tank.
Yeah.
When I pulled out so I start my I'm like, that's plenty. That's 10 gallons. It's a 40-gallon tank.
Yeah. I
pulled out of that spot. I turned the boat on. I pull out of that spot. I start my engine, and it says empty. It's on E.
It's not good.
I'm like, well, is it really E, or is it really closer to a quarter? I'm good. I'm going to run back to the ramp, which is about 10 miles. So I put the hammer down. I'm running about 60, 63, wide open. I get halfway back to the ramp, and she just shuts down right in the water. And I'm dead in the middle of the lake.
Paddling.
Dead. No houses around, nowhere out. Now, I got my trolling motor, so I dropped the trolling motor, but I am at least a couple of miles from the ramp. Here I am in this beautiful wrap boat with my name all over it, my show logo on it, Bassmaster Radio all over the boat, and I'm stuck in the middle of the lake. Thankfully, as I go around one of this corner of an island, there's a kid fishing, young guy fishing out of an old Triton with an old motor. You need a tow? Please. He tows me in. I'm calling a guy that's a guide. He's on the lake. He's calling another guy. Hey, can you bring gas? Yeah, Thom Abraham's out of gas in the middle of the lake. Yeah, you know Thom Abraham, he's the host of Bassmaster Radio. It's the Bassmaster Radio wrap boat. It's got the Bassmaster on the side of it. It's got his name on it. It's got his the Thom Abraham Show logo on the windshield. That guy. Oh, embarrassing. I get towed in. 2 miles from the ramp. Everybody could see me. Out of gas. Terrible. Braves baseball is next. 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
This is SportsCenter.
Good morning. I'm Doug Brown. It's a marquee night in the Women's Elite Eight. Starting at 7 Eastern on ESPN, Iowa and LSU meet in a rematch of last year's championship game. That's followed by UConn